So rather than just learning what note to play and doing it and thinking, okay, I'm done, next lesson, well, what about sticking with that? How many different ways can I play? What's happening, y'all? Jason Ricci here, and welcome back to Free Friday. Subscribe today for hundreds and 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 700 or so free harmonica lessons, and a brand new one every Friday. 16 years of YouTube, or 17 years or something else. And today we're going to be talking about sticking with one thing. You got 16 years of videos, right? That's too many. That's too many videos. Just because I make a new video every single Friday doesn't mean you need to move on a new subject. You got to get good at one thing before you move on to the other, right? Now, I made this commitment to give these lessons every single Friday, but if I were to do 8 years on one subject, I wouldn't have anybody's subscribers or any likes or any comments. But you know what? That might be the right thing to do. Today, we're going to talk about the right thing to do. It is so overwhelming these days. The internet is crazy. If you're just getting into anything, say you're getting into building cars, right? You want to redo your Ford Prius, right? Is Prius even made by Ford? I don't know. You want to do your El Camino, right? And you start looking at parts for El Caminos. Next thing you know, you're getting stuff about Fords, and you're getting stuff about Chevys, you're getting stuff about Porsches, and you're getting interested in that. Next thing you know, you haven't really built your car right. That's what we're talking about here. The harmonica world is overwhelming.
Pedals,
microphones, overblows, tongue blocking.
Not tongue blocking.
This is better lip purse. This is better tongue blocking.
This is better with an analog pedal.
No, there's nothing wrong with digital.
Oh, you know what? This amp simulator sounds just as good as the real one. What about modern playing?
What about traditional playing?
What about this? What about that? It's a lot. It's enough to create paralysis through analysis. Too much to deal with. When I was coming up, I know I don't look it, but I'm 50 years old recently, just turned 50 February 3rd. When I was coming up, there wasn't anything. You learn something, and then you'd be 6 months before you met another harmonica player. That was in the rural blues capital of the world, which is known as Portland, Maine. Anyway, check it out. So just as an example today, we're going to use 7th chord arpeggios. Now, I've done lots of videos on 7th chords, and they're all linked below. So 7th chord arpeggios, it's 3 notes plus 1, 4 notes total that we use to solo and to understand what notes are in the chord, and to help us understand what notes in scales work and why and where and when and all that kind of stuff. They're super important, but really it could be any subject in the world. It could be anything. The important part is staying with it. What I'm going to do today is do my darndest to stay just within the 4 notes that I'm giving myself on each chord. And I'm going to show you how fun it can be. And then maybe at the end of the video, I'll start to deviate from that a little bit after I get comfortable. I'm playing through a Jason Ricci signature microphone from the Lone Wolf Blues Company, a bunch of Lone Wolf pedals. Those are blocking that amp. And I'm also using a Jason Ricci signature harmonica from Blue Moon. So let's take a listen to the backing track, and let's just start running the arpeggios and then see what we can do with them. Here we go. Right, so 4 notes in an octave. Let's just do the 4 notes, no octave. So now I'm just running them 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 notes in each chord. 1, 4, right there, listed right there. Pause it, write it down on a piece of paper, and it's from here where we go to Supercat World. Okay, what is Supercat World? Well, let me tell you what. You learn those and you do them for so long that you just get absolutely really bored. So I start off going... And I do that for like a few minutes, right? And then you know what starts happening? This. I start dying to do anything different, but I don't let myself. I give myself a few extra minutes more than I think I need. Right? And just run it just like that, right? Ned Flanders, right up the middle.
Oakley dokley.
Bum, bum, bum. Just can't really sing it. Meow, 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 meow. Helps to meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, see? Helps to meow. What's going to happen if I do that? If I force myself to play the most boring way, what's going to happen? I can't wait to put a little steez on it. I get that little fire in my belly going, saying, man, as soon as I'm done practicing this, I'm going to do something different to make this a little bit cooler, a little bit hipper, a little bit swinging more, right? So what does that look like? Let's go back to Flanders.
Oakley dokley.
One, two, three, meow, 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 right? Let's go back to there. So now what? Well, what about something like this? Oh, right? So I started with... And then I went... That's a new one. Start naturally changing it. I could change the length of one note instead of... I could go... Hey... See what I'm doing? I haven't played anything but those 4 notes, right? And yet I'm still coming up with new stuff. And it's really all my own. Like, I'm not thinking about Little Walter. I'm not thinking about Butterfield. I'm just thinking about, how do I get this note in here? Now I can use the octave, that's still not another note. Right, that 6 blows the same note as 2 draw. Or I could go up past the octave and use the same note as 3 draw. which is 7 draw. See, right now, what's happening to me is I'm thinking, oh my Lord, Jason, you don't need all those other notes. What other notes am I talking about? That is fun. It's a lot of fun, but I don't need it, right? I have a lot to work on with just... Right? Let's go back to the backing track. I'll play it Flanders first. Bam. Now I'm just going to change the phrasing. Backwards? What if I just picked one note from each chord? Right? So I'll just start with the roots. I've done this in this linked below, exercise called Get Your Own Sound, Major Triads. Let's just do that exercise one time for you here. Just root notes. So 2 draw on 1. 4 blow on 4. 2 draw on 1. 4 draw. 4 blow. Just thirds. So the second note of each arpeggio. Just the fifths. 4 draw on 1. 2 draw on 4. Back to that. 3 double bend. 2 draw. fast, methodical stuff. But just because it's methodical, just because it's academic, just because I'm saying I'm going to play the root of 1 on 1, the root of 4 on 4, the root of 5 on 5, doesn't mean that I'm not having fun and doesn't mean that I'm not getting creative. So I've eliminated one thing, right? What it is that I'm going to play, what note it is I'm going to play. But I didn't do anything about how I'm going to play it. So rather than just learning what note to play and doing it and thinking, okay, I'm done, next lesson, well, what about sticking with that? How many different ways can I play just the root of something, right? Well, first of all, there's octaves, right? So other notes that are the same note. That was hard. That was hard. So just thirds, right? And I can put passing notes in between. What you don't want to do is get too distracted. You don't want to go, okay, well, I can put other notes in and it still sounds good. Because I'm telling you what, all of the gold is in the restriction. What I mean by gold, what I mean is all of the new things that you're going to play that are exciting, all of the things that are going to make you think, I could spend the rest of my life on this subject and still never scratch the surface of it. All of that is in the restriction. Let's just stay on one chord. Just those 4 notes, one chord, okay? I'll give myself the octave. Okay, so I'll have that top octave, okay? But it's the same note as 2 drop. Okay, so just those 4 notes, shuffle feel, no backing track. just one note. Hey, little effect. Now just two notes. Two notes of the chord. The first two. So 2 draw, 3 draw. 2. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll give myself 3 notes. The first 3 notes of the chord. 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Backwards. I'm amazed by how much I need to learn from my own lesson to you. Grab something. It doesn't matter what it is. A scale, an arpeggio, a lick. Backward. Change it. Ah. 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 It's amazing. It's amazing. I am amazed by this right now. Shout out. Ryan Weiner. My man up in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy drove me absolutely nuts. I started teaching him years and years ago. I started teaching him and he said, you know, Jay, all I want to learn is this major pentatonic. Just major pentatonic. And I said, okay. And we taught him. We taught him that. We learned together and we went over the major pentatonic scale for one lesson. And then 2 lessons. And then 3. And then 4. And then after 8, I said, hey, you want to learn anything else besides this? And he goes, nah, yeah, I'm good with this. I want to learn this. Can we tongue block it? Sure. All of a sudden, he's getting really, really good. Now, given he's only really good at this major pentatonic thing, but really, really good at it. Years went by. That's all he wanted to do. And I kept referring my other students to this guy that I'm teaching, this Ryan Weiner guy. This guy, look, he won't let me teach him any, no third position, no anything. All he wants to do is this, but oh my God, the guy's really good at it. Spend some time on just this. You don't have to go like Ryan and spend years, but, well, guess what? Now Ryan's learning other stuff, okay? But he's using the same discipline. He gets into something and he obsesses about it. It's okay to go crazy over things. So say this 7th chord arpeggio thing isn't it today. Do it with a lick. Do it with a scale. What am I saying? Go back to one of my videos. Go back to one of Tomlin's videos. Go back to one of Adam Gusso's videos. Go back to a Liam Ward video. Go back to a Ron Shellist video. Go back and spend some time on the thing that you're passionate about. And you might find if you spend some time on something you're not passionate about, that you end up developing a passion. I mean, I'm sitting here, it was just one note going, God. Or when I was doing the 2 notes. All right, I'll start off just playing the Ned Flanders thing for a few times, and then I'll just start expanding on it. By like the 3rd or 4th time around, I'll just be playing whatever I want, but it'll all be based on that fire in my belly that got caused with that initial discipline of not deviating, of not playing anything but those 4 notes. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, Ned Flanders. Backwards. Forwards and backwards. A little improv. So you get the idea. You get the idea. Stick with one thing. Play it till you're bored. Get bored with it. That is when all the fire will start to develop and you'll come up with the newest, craziest, most natural sounding, wonderful things. Spend some time on one thing. Somebody asked me right here on YouTube, Jay, do you think it's better to be okay at a lot of things or really good at one thing. And I said, at this time in my life right now, because I'm not going to make a statement, because I know one thing I know is that I'm always changing, and I think that's a good thing. But right now I'm going to say, I think it's good to spend some time and get good at one thing, then move on to the next thing. That's what today's lesson's all about. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Patreon. Thank you, everybody. More thank yous right here when you stay tuned for the credits. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Jason Ricci's YouTube channel. 16 years of incredible YouTube harmonica-related content. That's right, 16 years. At this point, over 500 free instructional videos. If you're interested in what kind of harmonicas I play, microphones, amplifiers, pedals, any harmonica related products, please check out my sponsors. These sponsors, in one way or another, also help keep these videos going. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Blue Moon Harmonicas, bringing you the best in custom harmonicas. We got custom cover plates, custom combs, you can get your name put on it just like me. Reed work, refurbished pre-war Marine bands. Look at that, they put the little brace there, no more crushing the covers. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, the very best in pedals, microphones, almost anything you need for your amplified harmonica need. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, right here out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana. We got you. Harp gear, amplifiers. They got big ones, they got small ones. You know what they sound like? They sound like the best tube amps on the market. Harp gear amplifiers out of Ocala, Florida. Pedal pad, pedal boards. Incredible custom pedal boards built to last, made by two brothers who really, really care. Hohner harmonicas. A Mooncat loves the Hohner harmonica. I like the Marine band. I get Tom to put the little special 20 cover plates on it. He tricks them out, but they play great right out of the box. All of these sponsors are linked below in the description box. What else is linked below? Patreon. Consider becoming a Patreon patron. You'll be supporting me. You'll be supporting the cause. You'll be keeping these videos free for everybody. And you'll get a lot of extra content over at Patreon. You'll get vlogs, occasionally some extra lessons, some posts that you might not see on Facebook. A lot of stuff that I can't say or won't say here on YouTube is over on Patreon. I love my Patreon family. You guys are the best. If you're not into the monthly subscription, you can also give me a one-time tip at Venmo or PayPal below too. I'm a touring musician and I play all over the country, really all over the world with all kinds of different acts. Check out my website, www.mooncat.org. In all seriousness, YouTube, Patreon, my sponsors have absolutely changed my life. Subscribe below, set reminders for the videos. Don't miss any events. Every single Friday there's a free harmonica lesson and a lot more. Even if you're just subscribing, you're helping me a lot. Those of you that are joining me on Patreon, you guys are helping me to make better decisions with my career. In all sincerity, thank you so much, YouTube, for just an incredible, incredible outlet. It's a video diary. I get to look back at 16 years of these videos. I had a lot of new friends, some really fine musicians, made some great contacts in the industry, and it's all because of you. Thank you, my harmonica family.